This is a beautiful lattice fan stitch pattern that is an 8-row repeat. Look at that detail. It looks really complex, but it's actually very easy to do, even though it is an 8-row repeat. And one of the best things is that it looks great in lots of different yarn weights. This is a lighter 4-weight yarn. I believe this is a Cairn Simply Soft. And this is in the Value acrylic from Loops and Threads, the one that comes in the giant skeins at Michael's. Look how nice that looks. What I love about this stitch pattern is that even though there are a lot of holes in it and it's light and there's a lot of movement and there's a lot of intricate detail, it still has a lot of structure. So it's pretty substantial. It doesn't go like losing its shape, look, and shaking it around. It still retains its shape, which I really like for blankets and sweaters and even scarves. For this demo, I will be using Lion Brand Basic Stitch Anti-Pilling yarn. This is a medium 4-weight yarn and the recommended hook size is 5 millimeters. Now I will be using a slightly smaller hook for this demo. I will be using a tulip hook. This came in a full set of tulip hooks that I bought when I first started crocheting, and this is a 4 millimeter hook. I like tulip hooks because they tend to be pointier, so it can be easier to crochet through chains using tulip hooks. We'll start the stitch pattern with a slip knot, so cross the yarn over itself, grab the piece underneath and pull it through the loop. We will be chaining in a multiple of 18 because the fan is quite wide, so we need 18 stitches to do one entire fan section. So we'll be chaining in a multiple of 18 plus 1. For this sample, I will be chaining 37 stitches for the foundation chain. That's 18 times 2, 36, plus 1. So I'm going to chain 37. Feel free to chain as many as you need for your project, and I will see you at the end of the foundation chain. Here is our foundation chain of 37. Now the first row we are going to do into the foundation chain is another setup row. We are not at the first of the 8-row repeats yet. This is just a setup row, but I will be working this setup row into the back of the foundation chain into these bumps. Now, depending on whether you prefer to work into the back bumps, you can also work directly into the chains themselves, depending on what kind of yarn you're using and what you're most comfortable with. To start the setup row, we're going to chain 1, we're going to turn, and we're going to single crochet in the second chain from your hook. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to skip 2, 1, 2, and then we're going to single crochet into the following stitch. So you'll have something that looks like this. Now we're going to repeat that across the entire first row. So chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 2, 1, 2, single crochet into the next stitch. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 2, 1, 2, single crochet into the next stitch. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 2, 1, 2, single crochet into the next stitch. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 2, 1, 2, single crochet into the following stitch. Should be looking something like this. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 2, 1, 2, single crochet into the following stitch. Chain 3, skip 2, single crochet into the following stitch, chain 3, skip 2, single crochet into the following stitch, chain 3, skip 2, single crochet into the following stitch, chain 3, skip 2, single crochet into the following stitch. We're almost there. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, skip 2, single crochet into the following stitch. Now I chained 37, so I have 3 more stitches left. I'm going to chain 3, skip 2, and single crochet into my final stitch. If your foundation chain was longer, please keep going until the end of your first setup row. When you get there, you should have something that looks like this. To start your first of 8 repeat rows, we're going to chain 2. That will count as a half double crochet in your first repeat row. Obviously, it's not a real half double crochet, but we're going to treat it as if it's a half double crochet. We're going to turn our work. Now we're going to chain 1, and we're going to find that first chain 3 space, and we're going to place 1 single crochet in the middle chain of that chain 3 space. So in the second chain, right there. Now, much like the previous row, we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to find the next chain 3 space, and we're going to place a single crochet in the second chain of that chain 3. This is when a pointier hook comes in handy when you are trying to crochet through chains. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, find the next chain 3, and single crochet into the second chain of that chain 3. And we're going to continue this way across the entire row. Chain 3, single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3 space. Chain 3, single crochet into the second crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3 space. Chain 3, single crochet into the second chain in the next chain 3 space. Chain 3, single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3 space. I'm going all the way to the end. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3. We're almost there. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3. For me, this is my last chain 3. Chain 1, half double crochet into the first single crochet from the previous row. So mine is right there. It's the single crochet I started the previous row with. I'm going to half double crochet into that single crochet. At the end of your first repeat row, you should have something that looks like this. To start your second repeat row of this 8-row repeat, we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. The first stitch in this row, we're going to place a single crochet at the top of the single crochet in the previous row. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and single crochet into the second chain in the next chain 3, like you did in the row before. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the second chain in the next chain 3, find your next chain 3 space, and we're going to place 6 double crochets directly into that space. We're going to work directly into that chain 3 space. This is going to be building your first fan. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you should have something that looks like this. I love fans. Aren't they so beautiful? Next, we're going to anchor this by placing a single crochet in the second chain of the next chain 3. So right next to the fan, there's another chain 3. Place a single crochet in the second chain just to pin that fan down, and it'll look like this. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3, and you should have just created 4 more chain 3s, if you can see it right there. So you have 2 chain 3s, fan, 4 chain 3s. Now we're going to start building a second fan in the next chain 3 space. So if you find the following chain 3 space, we're going to place 6 double crochets directly into that chain 3 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to anchor down that end by placing a single crochet in the second chain of the next chain 3. So you should have something that looks like this. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, place a single crochet in the second chain of the next chain 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and find the second chain away from the single crochet in the previous row, which is the second chain in your turning chain. We're going to place a single crochet in that chain. And at the end of your second repeat row, you should have something that looks like this. To start your next repeat row, we're going to chain 3 and we're going to turn our work. Now we're going to start by finding that first group of chain 3s, and we're going to single crochet into the second chain of that chain 3. Now we're going to chain 3 and single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3. Now we're going to find the 6 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of your fan. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And at the top of each of those, we're going to place a double crochet. So double crochet into the top of the first double crochet in the fan. We're going to chain 1, double crochet in the top of the second double crochet in the fan, and chain 1, double crochet in the third double crochet in the fan, chain 1, double crochet in the fourth double crochet in the fan, chain 1, double crochet in the fifth double crochet in the fan, chain 1, and double crochet in the last double crochet in the fan. Do not chain 1, and we're going to anchor this fan part with a single crochet in the second chain of the next chain 3. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, place a single crochet in the second chain of the next chain 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, place a single crochet in the second chain of the next chain 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, place a single crochet in the second chain of the next chain 3, and now we're back at a fan. Find the 6 posts, the 6 double crochets that are in your fan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can also see it at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are going to place 1 double crochet on top of the first double crochet in the fan, chain 1, a double crochet in the second double crochet of the fan, chain 1, double crochet in the third, chain 1, double crochet in the fourth, chain 1, double crochet in the fifth, chain 1 and double crochet in the sixth. Do not chain 1 after that 6th double crochet. We're going to anchor that fan in the next chain 3 by placing a single crochet in the second chain of that chain 3. Chain 3, find the last chain 3 and place a single crochet in the second chain of that chain 3. Now chain 1 and find the single crochet that you used to start that row, and we're going to half double crochet into that single crochet. So at the end of this repeat row, you will have something that looks like this with these 2 growing fans. To start the next repeat row, we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. Now we're going to place a single crochet on top of the last stitch we did, which was the half double crochet in the previous row, to start this row. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, find the next chain 3, and we're going to place a single crochet in the second chain of that chain 3. Now we're going to keep working on building the fan. Find the 6 double crochet bars that are part of your fan. And this can be a little bit tricky because it's not always easy to tell. So let's take a look. So what we have here is we have this, remember this, the fan has 6 double crochets. It looks like there's a double crochet here and a double crochet here, but no, these are actually part of the chain 3s from the previous row. Your 6 double crochets in your fan start here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with a chain space between each one. We're going to continue building our fan by working into the chain in between the first 2 double crochet posts in the previous row. And what we're going to work into it, I guess, can best be described as a 2 double crochet puff. So we're going to create 2 double crochets, but we're going to link them together at the top to make them 1. So this is how we're going to do it. It's like a 3 double crochet puff, but with just 2. So we're going to start a double crochet and we're going to go through that chain. And we're going to yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2. We're not going to complete that stitch. We're going to start another double crochet. So start a double crochet, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And now we're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And that is what we're going to do in each of those chain spaces in between those double crochets in the fan. So let's try it again. Let's find the next chain space in between 2 double crochets in the fan. We're going to do a 2 double crochet puff. So start a double crochet, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, but do not complete the double crochet. And we're going to start another one. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Now, instead of doing a 3rd double crochet like you would do in a 3 double crochet puff, we're just doing 2. Yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook, and we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 2. All right, next one. Let's see if we have the hang of it. We're going to yarn over, find the next chain in between the 2 double crochet posts. We're going to insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. You should have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. You should have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Now chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 puff stitches. We're going to do 2 more in this fan. Yarn over, find the chain in between the next 2 double crochet posts. We're going to insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and you should have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook back into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You should have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Now chain 3. 1, 2, 3. So this is what we should have so far. We have 1 more chain space to work in this fan. Find that last chain in between the last 2 double crochet posts in this fan. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. You should have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook back into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 hooks. You should have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3, and we are not going to chain 3 after this puff, but you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 puffs as you're building that fan. Now we're going to find the next chain 3 space, and we're going to anchor that fan by doing a single crochet into the 2nd chain of that chain 3 space. And we'll chain 3, find the next chain 3 space, single crochet into the 2nd chain in that chain 3, chain 3, find the next chain 3, place a single crochet into the 2nd chain of that chain 3, and now we're back at the fan, the 2nd fan, and we're going to repeat those 2 double crochet puff stitches. So let's find that first chain in between the first 2 posts. Remember, the fan consists of 6 double crochets. It looks like there are double crochets down here, but those are part of the chain 3s from the previous row, so let's ignore them. Find the first chain in between the first 2 double crochets in the fan. We're going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. You'll have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, back into the chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. You'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Find the next chain space in between the next 2 double crochets, yarn over, insert your hook into the chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You will have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, go back into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You will have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to repeat 3 more times into the next 3 chain 1s. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain 1, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. You should have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, insert back into the same chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. You should have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3, chain 3. Find the next, chain 1, yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. You should have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, go back into that same chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You should have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3, chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now you should be at the last chain in between 2 double crochets that form your fan. Yarn over, insert your hook into the chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. You should have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, go back into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. You should have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. And because this is the last one, we are not chaining 3. We're going to anchor the fan into the chain 3 from the previous row by single crocheting into the second chain of that chain 3. Now to finish the row, we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, find the second chain after the last single crochet in the previous row, and place a single crochet in that second chain. And that is the end of that repeat row. Look how beautiful those fans are getting. To start the next repeat row, which is a little bit of a counting break from the previous row, we're going to chain 3, turn our work. Now this is a row of chain 3s, single crochets, so not unlike our first row and our setup row. So we're going to find the first chain 3 from the previous row, and we're going to single crochet into the second chain of that chain 3. We're going to chain 3, find the next chain 3, which should be in between your 2 puff stitches from your previous row. We're going to single crochet into the second chain of that chain 3. We're going to chain 3, find the next chain 3, and we're going to single crochet into the second chain of that chain 3, and we're going to do this all the way across this row. So chain 3, single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3, chain 3, single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3, chain 3, single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3, chain 3, single crochet into the second chain in the next chain 3, chain 3, single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3, which will be between the first 2 puffs of the second fan, chain 3, single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3, chain 3, single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3, chain 3, single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3, chain 3, single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3, and we're going to chain 1. We're going to find the single crochet that we used to start that previous row, and we're going to half double crochet into that single crochet that started the previous row. Those chain 3 single crochet rows are kind of a nice break from the more complex fan rows, but this is what you should have so far. So from here, what we're going to do is we're going to create the staggered fans. So we're going to have half a fan here, half a fan here, and we're going to build another fan in the middle. And once we've built that, we'll have the staggered repeat rows set, and if you want to keep going, you can keep going. So let's do the next set of fans, and remember they're going to be staggered. So half here, and another fan built in the middle. That's the logic, at least, of this stitch pattern. Sometimes I think it helps to take a step back and think about what we're trying to accomplish in the bigger picture. just in case, because otherwise I find that if I just follow a pattern blindly, like follow the instructions or the codes or the map, and I don't think about what we're trying to do and what I'm trying to accomplish, then if I miss a stitch or if something gets messed up in terms of my stitch count, I have to frog the whole thing and start again. But if I remember what I'm trying to do in the big picture, it's easier to course correct if something has gone wrong, if that makes sense. So hopefully that helps. We're going to start the next repeat row by chaining 3, 1, 2, 3. We're turning our work. Now in that chain 1 space right here, the first chain 1 space that you made in the previous row, we're going to place 3 double crochets directly into that chain 1 space. 1, 2, 3. Now remember what we said about we're building half a fan over here. So we're going to think about that as that's the beginning of a half a fan, and we're going to anchor that by placing a single crochet in the second chain of the next chain 3. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We're going to find the next chain 3 and place a single crochet in the second chain of the next chain 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Find the next chain 3 in the previous row, place a single crochet in the second chain of that chain 3, chain 3, find the next chain 3 in the previous row, place a single crochet in the second chain of that chain 3, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and find the next chain 3 in the previous row and place a single crochet in the second chain of that chain 3. Now you see we're in the middle of the pattern, and we're going to start building another fan right in the middle. So in the next chain 3 space of the previous row, which is right in the middle, we're going to place 6 double crochets directly into that space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, and remember, every time we work on a fan, we're building it. We're going to anchor that fan with a single crochet in the second chain of the next chain 3. So we're just starting, you can see, we're just starting to build that middle fan in the stitch pattern. So we're going to keep going. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Find the next chain 3, place a single crochet into the second chain of that chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Find the next chain 3 in the previous row, place a single crochet in the second chain of that chain 3, chain 3. Find the next chain 3 in the previous row, place a single crochet in the second chain, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. Find the next chain 3 in the previous row, place a single crochet in the second chain. And now, because we want to create symmetry, see what we have. We have 4 double crochets in that chain space. We have 4 chain 3s, fan, 4 chain 3s, and we're going to mirror that. So we're going to find that last chain 1 space in this row, which is right here, and we're going to place 3 double crochets directly into that chain 1 space. Then we're going to find the third turning chain from the previous row, and we're going to place a double crochet at the top of that turning chain. So you have symmetry on both sides. And you should have something like this. Look how beautiful this fan stitch pattern is. It makes me so happy when things have structure and they come out beautifully and you don't have to wrestle with it to get it into shape. There's such beautiful structure and symmetry in this stitch pattern. To start the next repeat row, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to turn our work. And this chain 3 counts as the first double crochet that sits on top of this double crochet here. We're going to place a double crochet into the next double crochet in the row. We're going to chain 1, place a double crochet in the next double crochet, chain 1, and place a double crochet on top of the last double crochet in that half fan at the end of that row. So it looks something like this. Now every time we're building on the fan, remember we're anchoring the end in a single crochet in the second chain in the next chain 3, just so it's neat and tidy and it's held down. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, find the second chain in the chain 3 in the previous row, place a single crochet there, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, find the second chain in the next chain 3, place a single crochet in that, chain 3, find the second chain in the next chain 3 in the previous row, single crochet in that. Now we have to find the 6 bars of that middle fan. So remember that these 2 bars are not part of the 6 bars, so be careful. Those are part of the chain 3s in a previous row. So your 6 bars, your 6 double crochets are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see them easier at the top here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to place a double crochet on top of the first one. And we're going to chain 1, double crochet into the second one, chain 1, double crochet into the third one, chain 1, double crochet into the fourth one, chain 1, double crochet into the fifth one, chain 1 and double crochet into the sixth one. Now we're going to anchor that fan by placing a single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3 from the previous row. So we're continuing to build that center fan because we have 2 fans down here, half a fan here, half a fan here, and another full one in the middle. Now we're going to chain 3, single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3, chain 3, single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3, chain 3, single crochet into the second chain of the next chain 3, and then we are at this half fan. You can tell because there are 4 double crochets here. And what we're going to do is we're going to start on top of that first double crochet. We're going to double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and we're not going to chain 1 after that third double crochet. We're just going to make a 4th double crochet at the top of that turning chain from the previous row. Pointy hook, very helpful. So the end of this repeat row, you should have something that looks like this. To start your 8th and final repeat row, we're going to chain 3. Now we're going to turn our work. Now this is the puff row. So we're going to start our first puff directly in that first stitch. So this counts, this chain 3, even though it's not a real double crochet. In your mind, pretend it is. So we're going to do another double crochet right in that base stitch. Now we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to find the chain in between the next 2 double crochets, and we're going to do that 2 double crochet puff. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook into that chain, yarn over, pull through 2, and we're going to have 2 loops on our hook. Now we're going to yarn over, insert our hook back into that chain, yarn over, pull through 2. We'll have 3 loops on our hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3. Now chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to find the next chain in between 2 double crochets in that half fan that starts our row. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook into that chain, yarn over, pull through 2. You should have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook back into that chain, yarn over, pull through 2. You should have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3. It should look something like this. Now we're going to anchor that fan work by finding the next chain 3 and placing a single crochet into the second chain of that. Chain 3, find the next chain 3, place a single crochet into the second chain of that chain 3, find the next chain 3 in the previous row, place a single crochet into the second chain of that chain 3. Now we're going to do puffs into those chains in between the double crochets in the fan in the center in the previous row. So we're going to yarn over, find the first chain in between the 2 double crochets, insert your hook into that chain, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook back into that chain, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook, and then chain 3. We're going to do the next one. Find the next chain in between 2 double crochets in that fan, yarn over, insert your hook into that chain, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go back into that chain, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook, chain 3. Find the next chain in between 2 double crochets in the previous row, yarn over, insert your hook into that chain, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you have 2 loops. Yarn over, go back into that chain, yarn over, pull through 2. Now yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook and chain 3. Find the next chain in between the 2 double crochets in the previous row, yarn over, insert your hook into that chain, yarn over, pull through 2. You have 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go back into the chain, yarn over, pull through 2. You have 3 loops in your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, chain 3. Find the next chain 1 in between 2 double crochets in the previous row, yarn over, insert your hook into that chain, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, go back into that chain, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops in your hook, and we're going to anchor that fan by placing a single crochet in the second chain of the next chain 3 in the previous row. Whew, it's a lot of talking, but this is something like what you should have right now. We're going to finish off this row, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, find the next chain 3 in the next, find the next chain 3 in the previous row, single crochet into the second chain, yarn, chain 3, find the next chain 3 in the previous row, single crochet into the second chain. Now you're at the last part of your row, which is the half fan that we're constructing slowly at that end of the row. We're going to do the same thing that we did. We're going to do those double crochet puffs, 2 double crochet puffs. So we're going to find the chain in between the first 2 double crochets of that half fan. We're going to yarn over, insert your hook into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go back into the chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. You should have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, chain 3. Find the next chain in between 2 double crochets in the previous row, yarn over, insert your hook into the chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, insert your hook back into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. You should have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook, and we have 1 more puff to make, so chain 3, and we're going to go into the 3rd turning chain, the top turning chain in the previous row, so this right here. We're going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, go back into that chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Now we're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook, and that is the end of your 8th repeat row. Everything you do after this, you will start by repeating the first repeat row. If you need a refresher, I will leave the timestamps for all the repeat rows in the description box below. This is such a beautiful fan lattice stitch pattern. It is so easy. It is a little bit fiddly and there's a little bit of counting involved, but after you master the first 8 rows, which are the 8 repeat rows, it becomes very intuitive because you can really base what you're doing based on what you're seeing in the previous row. So there's not a lot of difficult memorization, and most of it really is just chain 3, single crochet into the 2nd chain of the chain 3 in the previous row. That is most of it. And then you build the fans according to what you see in the previous row. It looks great in so many different kinds of yarn and could work for so many different types of projects. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.